Welcome, you're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. This fall, Ukraine's Ministry of Internal Affairs presented a project called Secret Client, which provided Ukrainians with an opportunity to personally check the quality of service centers. So how many people have already become secret clients? To talk more about this project, we're joined in the studio today by Vladyslav Kryklii. He is the head of the main service center of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Ukraine. Hello, and thank you for joining.
Hello, thank you.
So first of all, for our audience, let's clarify what's the difference between old service centers and renewed or new service centers?
The new service centers is actually the former MREO, which we liquidated in the end of 2015, and the reform began in the middle of 2016. And we opened over 80 new service centers already, and till the end of the year will be over 100 new service centers.
So the reform is still in process,
yeah, the reform is still, of course, in process, and the main idea is that we're trying to give more simple service to our citizens. It's like you can get a lot of different services in the web, through the web services. Also, we facilitated receiving the administrative service at our service centers. Of course, one of the aim was the struggling with corruption. We attracted new new staff to our service centers, and of course it's a very open-minded project. It's always open office service centers, and when you come in the new service centers, you will find all facilities you need in a normal way, like corner for the kids, electronic queue management system, and many different another facilities which will give you and provide the service in more easier way.
You mentioned that you have attracted a new personnel or new staff to work at the new service centers. Now, did you attract new people from abroad, or were those people Ukrainians who underwent a special courses or special training? Why are they better than the ones who were working at the previous service centers?
Actually, we had two kinds of trainings. First one was to attract and to raise new staff. The staff previously, they didn't work in former MREO. They didn't work even in some another state or government
So those people were trained from scratch, let's say.
Yeah, from scratch. They work at the market and provided services in other business. So we attracted this staff, and also we trained our trainees, our current staff. I think it's like about 10–15% of our current staff which was in former MREO, but we need their qualification to provide services, and in another way, of course. What's
the deadline for the reform to be fully implemented? When is it?
You know, the reform, you can only start, and then nothing we will find.
Well, officially there should be a set date.
Yeah, of course.
Nevertheless, if you actually make it or not, but officially there should be a date set.
When we talk about action plans, about our deadlines, we always talk in some numbers. So as I mentioned, 100 service centers, new service centers, till the end of the year. Electronic cabinet for drivers and for driver vehicle owners, also for till the end of the year.
Meaning in a month?
Yeah, in a month. Okay. Actually, in a month, we will provide the service. In this case, we can talk about some numbers and about some end.
Okay.
But of course, never will like end, because we want to provide new services. We very hoping for. That our Verkhovna Rada, our parliament, will vote for a new bill, and it is called to provide in our service centers the administrative services for agriculture techniques, and also for arm registration, and other services which are not now in the sphere of service centers of Ministry of Interior.
Okay. Dwelling on the theme of the services, let's talk about this project called Secret Client.
Yeah. It's a unique project. Why unique? Because it's the first experience in government sector where we tried to do analog of mystery shopper, like it's very popular in business structures, but in the government structures. Of course, we know about some problems. We have our contact center, which is working over a year, and we always receive calls incoming, and we have some briefly information about our problems, with which we work every day. But our mystery shoppers, our secret clients, could provide more detailed information, and we attracted to this project some leaders, some opinion makers. And
when did you launch this project?
We launched this project about months ago. Already we have about more than 60 people attracted to this project. But we want...
How do you get into the project as a secret client? What if I want to become a secret client? What do I need to do?
We have a very easy instruction on our website. You need just to fill the information on the website. And then you will provide, after you receive some administrative service in our service centers, you can give us feedback on the information and provide us some details. And of course, this will help us getting better in a more fast way.
You said you've launched the project only a month ago, and there are already, what, 60 people?
Over 60, yeah.
Over 60 people involved in it. What's the feedback so far?
The feedback, we see the problems in the concrete service centers. Sometimes it's a time of delivering the administrative services. Sometimes it's mood of our staff. So we have to work. Yeah, we are all people, but we have to work.
Okay.
And we have no option when we are at the working place and we provide some services. It doesn't matter. Is it a governmental structure or is it a business structure? And the problem, the main problem is that in the business you have some competitors. And when you talk about some government structure which has a monopoly status, it is a problem because you have no competitors, and to many people it doesn't matter because they don't have any choice.
Lack of competition actually makes people kind of reckless, the people employed in the sphere. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Now, what's the most common thing that secret clients usually brag about, whine about?
We receive detailed information, not just as a cover about some problem without detail, but about some concrete our employee.
So it's usually a personality factor.
Yeah, of course, it's a personality factor because
what
it's a service.
What kind of measures do you take, or do you plan to take, to eliminate this problem?
We plan to work with this staff. We plan to change their approach to the work, and in case it doesn't help, of course, we need to make some changes in this division.
Are you talking
in this
about
structure.
Firing a person?
Not only the firing, maybe the
monetary fines?
Employer will be more available for another kind of work. Maybe he's not or she is not ready to work with clients, with the citizens, but maybe it will be one of the best employer which will work in a back office and provide the services in a very professional
Was
way.
the project called Secret Client a purely Ukrainian idea, or was it borrowed from some other country, from Europe?
It's not a bicycle, so reinvent the bicycle. It's not this option, of course. Okay. But as I mentioned, we talked that it's a unique project for the governmental structure in Ukraine. So, frankly speaking, I never saw any information about such or the same project in other governmental structure, maybe in our neighbors in other countries.
Let's say it's a know-how.
It's a know-how for government structure.
It's for Ukrainian government structure. Thank you so much for coming here and telling us all about this know-how for Ukrainian government structure.
Thank you.
That was Vladyslav Kryklii. He is the head of the main service center of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Ukraine. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with UATV for more.